Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. I knew that I really needed to come back and just kind of fill you guys in on everything that's been going on because there's been a lot. I feel bad because there's so many videos that I said I was gonna do and I just haven't. Couple things. Number one, please pay zero attention to my nails because it's hard to find somebody out here. If anybody is a Portland nail tech, please hit me up. Number two, I'm sitting literally right by the window, so don't mind the city noise. Number three, there's a bunch of shit behind me because I just moved back to Portland and my is everywhere, so just don't mind that. And number four, thank you so much to Wet n Wild for sponsoring this video because you guys, they sent me, just wait till you see the stuff they sent me. So many products to try out and show you guys. I figured it kind of a get ready with me, chit chat, life update video is exactly what my channel needs right now. Wet n Wild is probably like my #1 favorite drugstore brand because number one, it's super inexpensive, it's cruelty free, the products are actually really high quality, so good, I love them.
Let's just jump into it.
The truth.
So I posted a picture on Instagram and I wanted you guys to comment questions that you wanted to know. And I did say that nothing is off limits. Has Wolfe created a bond with Gerald? There's a lot of questions in regards to Gerald, of course, and I knew there was gonna be because last you guys knew I was in Fort Wayne. I had left our apartment in Portland and I didn't really give you guys a lot of information on that, which I'm gonna keep a lot of our personal business personal. I feel like all you guys need to know is that I knew that I was in Fort Wayne for too long. Things were happening and I was remembering why I left in the first place. I'll get more into that when I read some more of these questions, but now that we're back, their bond is literally so cute. Of course, like, she's a mama's girl. I'm what she's used to, so it's difficult sometimes because when she wants to go to sleep, like, she wants to be rocked to sleep by me. When she wants to eat, she wants my boob. It's definitely been a change on her, on Wolfe as well. I was nervous because, I mean, babies don't know. Like, babies, if you're not around a baby every single day, like, they're not gonna know who you are unless you're their mom, you know? I was definitely nervous, but when we landed in the airport and he came to pick us up, immediately, she knew who he was. So it was like just a relief off my shoulders. I've never seen her be able to be held by somebody else for a long period of time, and she allows him to do that. Her face literally lights up when she sees him. I'm the one to comfort her and he's the one to like make her laugh and make her smile. And it's made me fall in love with him all over again because I'm just like, he is such a good dad. Okay, so I'm gonna use this Photo Focus Rose 3-in-1 Primer Water to set my face before I do my foundation and my face makeup. That smells so good. Speaking of roses, Gerald got me roses this morning, look. Oh, so sweet. Also, if you're wondering, and if you can hear, I don't know if you can hear or not, but they're in the bedroom right now. I was like, listen, I need to film. Now that my face is nice and primed, I'm going to put on some foundation and my face makeup. But let me go over the next question. Let's just kind of see. Everything. What caused the breakup to how you guys got back together? What happened with Gerald? Relationship update. Relationship. I want to know how daddy's adjusting to everyday life with his beautiful family. Blah, blah, blah. So many questions about Gerald. It's like, damn, do you guys even care about me? Okay, I just did my face makeup and answered a question and realized that my entire face was out of the frame. So, okay, this girl, A Day's Beauty, said everything. What caused the breakup to how you guys got back together? So, like I said, I know you guys probably want to know like all the juicy details. They're just things that are meant to be kept personal and private, and I just feel like it's not classy to share like all of your information online. And as much as you guys want to know, I know that you will also respect the fact that like we are wanting to keep that kind of stuff personal. You guys don't go around telling your business to the whole internet, so why would we, you know? As long as you guys know that everything is good between us. Like I wouldn't have come back if everything wasn't good, you know? But I do want you guys to know that we both as people and as parents have grown tremendously since Wolfe was born in April, 5 months ago, damn near 6 months ago, which is so crazy that she's about to be 6 months old. I can't even fathom that. I don't even want to talk about it. Let me have some. What was I saying? And yes, YouTube, I'm 21, so don't even try. I just want you guys to know that we have both grown so much, especially him as a person. I just felt like it was more of the right time for Wolfe. Just think, I don't even know how to put it into words. I don't even know, because I would have to give you guys the full story and I don't want to do that. But it's not even like that there's a full story. It's just like, okay, you know how women go through postpartum depression. I didn't experience that. I think it was because there was so much going on in my life that, I explained this in one of the videos before, but I think that there was so much going on that I was forced, I had no other option than to just get on with my life and just be strong for Wolfe, because if I would have let the shit that was going on get to me, I would have literally hit rock bottom. I refuse to let that happen to me. Women's version of postpartum depression is kind of what Gerald went through, and I don't want to put labels on anything that happened with him, because I mean, you guys again don't even have any idea what went on between us, but it was a huge change adjusting to our daughter. Yes, she was planned, but regardless of whether a pregnancy is planned or not, it's still going to be a tremendous change. Why do I always do this? I just start talking and I just stop doing anything else. I don't even know what I'm trying to say, you guys. I don't. But on a side note, the sponge from Wet n Wild is so good. I love it when sponges have this flat edge right here. It feels so nice on my skin, and it's not like, sometimes I feel like sponges take the makeup off my skin as I'm using it, and this doesn't. Like, it is applying everything super smooth. I just needed my family to be back together, and I was scared that that was never gonna happen, because of course when I first moved back to Fort Wayne, like, it just felt like I was getting no progress. We weren't going anywhere besides backwards. Then all of a sudden one day things were so different. You know, I really was nervous that I was never gonna be able to come back to my life in Portland. I was nervous that my family was never gonna be together. But after like really just reflecting on everything and letting time work things out, and sitting back and just being patient, I knew in my heart, mind, body, and soul that I was meant to come back. And I sat on the idea forever, because I was like, oh my God, what if it's not the right thing to do? But it's like, how do you ever know what the right thing to do is if you don't just do something? So I was tired of living in my aunt's basement. I was tired of not having our own place. I was tired of being around like closed-minded people. I was just tired of waking up in the morning and just knowing that I wanted so much more for Wolfe and myself. I just ran out of storage. I just want everyone to know, and everyone that's nosy, everyone that's curious, everyone that's concerned, to whom it may concern, I am so happy to be home. I feel like in a way Fort Wayne is a safety net for me and for a lot of people. It's also somewhere where you feel nice and comfortable and cozy, but that's not what I want for my life. I want to constantly be pushing myself out of my comfort zone. I want to constantly be going and reaching for more, because I know that I can attain pretty much anything I want in life. And Fort Wayne is just kind of a go nowhere city. And it sucks to say, because yes, of course that's my home, that's where my family resides, but it's not for me. And if anyone in my family knows me, they know that Fort Wayne isn't for me. And it's not even really just Fort Wayne. It's the fact that like there is so much world to see. There's so much for her to see. I would be crazy, and I feel like I would be a bad mom if I had the resources to be out here, but I chose to be in Fort Wayne because of my own stubbornness, you know? I'm just gonna be all over the place in this video because I don't have an exact reason as to why I'm here. I just knew in my heart, just my entire being was just itching to come back. And the fact that Gerald and I were doing so well and getting along so well, being able to co-parent from 2,000 miles away, like I just knew that it wasn't fair to keep Wolfe away from her dad. Actually, he was planning on coming to Fort Wayne to visit on the 17th of September. This was before I even told him that I wanted to go back to Fort Wayne. And I was like, you know what? You're not coming to Fort Wayne. And he was like, and I was like, I am coming home. We are coming home. Next question. I know a lot of people reached out to me like right when I left Fort Wayne and just kind of when I left Portland, and I kind of let you guys know that there were some things going on in me and Gerald's lives that we were working on, and that there was just issues and whatever. I had so many people reach out to me, a lot of moms, single moms that were going through a similar situation, and they wanted advice and like what to do and how to know how to get through it and how to know that things are gonna be okay. It is so tough being a single mother. Probably one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. There's not a single person on the planet that can understand what you're going through unless they are another single mom. Of course, I would always commend single mothers because it's like, damn, they're really being a mom on their own, but I did not even really think about the type of shit that you go through as a single parent. Even if like your significant other is just like in the army and they're deployed, or if they travel, they work a lot, just being a mom in general, okay? But doing it on your own is probably the hardest thing I've ever had to do. In the moment, it can be hard to remember because you get so frustrated, you get so overwhelmed. Wolfe would just wake up in the middle of the night and I'm just like, I wanted so bad to be mad at her. Like I wanted to be just so frustrated, and I wanted at times to just like rip my hair out. I know it's hard, but think about how worth it really truly is. And think about the fact that you don't need anyone. It's just you and your baby, and I promise, like if there's anything that I need more, you can do it. And your baby is gonna grow up and be so thankful. Sometimes I would have to just walk away, and sometimes that's what you have to do. Sometimes at 3 in the morning when she would wake up after weeks of her waking up at the exact same time every night, and it's finally when I just go to sleep because once I started my business, I started going to sleep later and waking up earlier. And then she wakes up at 3 in the morning screaming and nothing is getting her back to sleep, and it's like you literally want to rip your hair out. I mean, if you nurse, like you give up your body every 2 hours or so. Yes, of course, it's what we're supposed to do, but just because it's what we're supposed to do does not make it easy. And I know, you guys, I know how hard it is. I struggled a lot with this. I struggled a lot with the fact that like I just felt like I couldn't do it. But you know what? I would have those thoughts and then I would snap the out of it, because not only is my baby relying on me, my business, my mentality, my money, my financial status, my freedom, everything relied on my mental state. And to know that your baby also feeds off of your energy, that was something that was really, really huge for me. Because whether or not you think your baby can feed off of your energy, I promise you, no matter how old they are, no matter what age they are, a newborn, whatever, they can vibe off of your energy. Just remember to take a deep breath and just like relax your muscles and just stop tensing up. Roll your shoulders back for a second.
Just take a deep breath.
That 2-second thing that I just did saved my sanity. I only did it for 5 months. So for people that have 5 kids and do it for 20 years, you know, like I would do anything for a single mom. I would literally do anything. So if you guys are struggling, if you need some help, some uplifting words, please message me, because I promise you, even though you can feel so alone, you're not. There are so many mothers out there that are going through the exact same thing that you are, and just know that I want to be there for you. So if there's anything that you need, please message me, get my number, email me, whatever you need to do, comment and send me your number. I'm there for you. Well, moving on to hopefully a lighter topic. Let's see here. I kept getting the question, do you plan on having more kids? I don't even know how to answer this question. I absolutely do want more kids, ideally, but like I cannot imagine having another baby right now. I mean, our lease is up in 6 months. We're probably gonna get a house after this apartment. Maybe then, but I just never know. In this moment right now, like of course I would be elated with another child. but I can physically not imagine. And you guys, being pregnant, I don't know why people get so weird hearing this. Being pregnant is just not fun for me. I didn't enjoy 80% of it. I was over it by the 5th month. I was like, oh my God, can I just meet my daughter already? Like, it was awful. So for me to have to go through that, it's only been 5 months since I've had Wolf. For me to go through all of that again. You wanna come see mama? Hi! You not sleepy? You guys, her hair is a mess. But, hi honey. Don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure my stepmom, my sister was only 5 months old when she got pregnant with my other sister. Which is absurd. I cannot imagine getting pregnant right now. I can't. We're definitely going to try to take precautions because I don't know if I can do that. I think he wants a little boy. Let me see that beer. They want to know if we're gonna have another baby. What else? Do you and Gerald plan on getting married? Honestly, I feel like I don't need a piece of paper to tell me that I love somebody and that I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with them and vow to always be honest and faithful to them. I just feel like, doesn't that defeat the purpose? I've always kind of felt weird about that. I don't know. He wants to, but I'm like, do we need to? Sorry guys, quick intermission. Gerald was needed help. Next question. I'm gonna go from the bottom this time. Oh, a cloth diaper update. So I love cloth diaper life. Love. I'm so glad that I stuck through it, stuck with it, because yep, it can be a lot sometimes, but it's really not at the same time. Like, the only thing that's a lot is washing them. Right now we're using the same Alba baby diapers, but we're using 2 microfiber inserts. At night I would double up. I'd put a microfiber insert in the inside, and then I would also put one of the charcoal bamboo inserts on the outside, lay it on top of like the micro fleece, like on top of the diaper. It also has like the gussets on the side, so it keeps the moisture in a little bit better. But I shipped them from Fort Wayne to Portland, so we haven't even picked up our boxes yet. But she's starting to leak through at night, every night, like without a fail. She wakes up wet. And it drives me nuts because then our bed is wet and we have to wash our sheets like every day. So it's just like a lot. So I think I'm gonna try the all-in-one diapers just because I feel like it'll be more convenient for us. We do live in an apartment complex, which kind of sucks because we have shared washer and dryers, which I know can be gross, but like, I don't even care. But yeah, no, it's going so great. I love it. She is doing really good with it. Gerald's really used to them. Everybody that I've had watch her, like my dad and my grandma, like they don't mind. They actually really like the cloth diapers, so it's really not that big of a deal. It's not as big of a deal as people make it. It's so much simpler than you think. And I know that I put a lot of people on cloth diapering, which is amazing. Like, it makes me so happy when I see other people starting to do that, because it's like, you want more, as many people that could be aware about it to be aware. So I'm gonna do a cloth diaper update video soon. I just want to order some of our new diapers and try those first before I kind of update you guys on everything. So if you do have any suggestions on different brands to purchase, to buy from, then let me know. For my eyes, I'm gonna use this really pretty Wet n Wild palette. It has like a bunch of really pretty purples and some neutrals, some browns, a gold. So I'm gonna use this. Future, relationship, job, mental health, physical health, breastfeeding, plans for the next few holidays, Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. We'll start the first thing, future. If you guys don't know already, I'm a very live in the moment type of person. Like, I'm not very good at planning things. I don't plan things. I kind of just go with the flow. I know a lot of people don't live that way. Like, people really need to have their shit planned out, and it's like, I've never been one to even make plans because number one, they always fall through, and number two, I always make plans, other plans last minute, and I don't like canceling on people. So I am a really go with the flow kind of person. All I know is that my future is looking very bright. Thank you to this new opportunity that I've been doing it for 3 months now, 2 months. I started July 29th, so basically August. So I've got August and September under my belt. I'm very excited to see where this company takes me, or where I take myself rather, because this is a very independent type of business. Like, you're your own boss. You decide your schedule, you decide how much you want to work, you decide how you work, you decide who you work with. So there's no telling, which I think is like so suitable for somebody like me, because like I said, I don't like to plan things. I feel more in control and I feel a lot less pressure. And I don't work that well under pressure. I feel like I do, but I work better when I know that I have the freedom to do whatever I want. When I started, I honestly started because I was desperate. It was not ideal for me to be working a serving job with my, at the time, 3-week-old baby. I worked at that job for about a month and a half, 2 months, and then I was like, why the f am I doing this? Thank God that my friend Marissa really, I don't want to say pushed me, because she didn't. She was very just informative. She just really explained how the business worked to me. But like I said, I was also so desperate that I was just like, okay, sounds great, let's try it. I'll just try it. And I spent like my entire savings on it, even though my entire savings at the time was, but that's what I'm saying. Like, now my savings compared to what it was when I was working a serving job and away from my daughter, I was working hours, I was never home at night, I was always away working at a bar with alcoholics, not getting tips that well, sharing tips with people, tipping people out that don't even do their job. Like, being a server is tough. But anyway, I spent my savings at the time, which was like $300. And I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna try it, because like I said, I was desperate to stay at home with her. But once I really started doing it, and I really started getting into it, and my team started growing, and I started making more sales, and I just really saw like how attainable the goals and the bonuses and the ranks and the commissions and all that stuff, like the incentive trips, the free paid vacations, like all of it, you guys. It is not just there to entice you to join the business. It is actually reality. I get like goosebumps talking about it, because I can't believe that it took me so long to do this. I can't believe that I like contemplated it for so long, because now I am doing very well. I get to stay at home with Wolfe. I'm with her every single day, all day long. I don't miss out on anything in her life. I also get to enjoy like treating myself and treating her, and knowing that we're taken care of. And I know that I'm able to go home to Fort Wayne and visit my family when I want to. So I'm not gonna talk about it too much, because I know like if it's not something you're interested in, I'm not gonna bore you with it, even though it's not a boring topic or subject at all, considering the fact that you invest $300 into yourself and your business and essentially can become a millionaire in a year or less. There are some people on our team that are literally in the $1 Million Club, and they've been doing it for 13 months, 14 months. So I am so close to you guys, and I mark my words, I am not stopping until I'm on stage at Monations, the convention that you guys saw me talking about and posting on my Instagram. I am not stopping until I am a director, the highest rank in the $1 Million Club, not stopping. And even then I'm not stopping, because I'm getting all of my girls to go SED, AED, director. Like, it's very exciting. I'm like really, really passionate about it. It was so funny when I started explaining it to Gerald, like when I first started doing it, I was trying to explain it to him, and we were on the phone for like, I don't know, like an hour or something, and I did not shut up about it the whole time. And he like hardly said 5 words, and at the end of the conversation he was like, you sound like a little kid, because he's like, you just sound so genuinely excited, like you're so passionate about this. And it's like, you would be too if you saw the opportunities in this business and this company. Like, I can't wait for him to go on these trips with me and like go to Monations and see everything that was going on, and like all the people that have their Cadillacs and that go on free paid trips, and like the support, and just being around such empowering women and people, because there's men that do it too. I wake up motivated every single morning with a fire lit under my ass, because I just know like I'm not stopping until I get what I want, and what I want is so attainable as long as I keep on track. So yeah, that's my future and job all wrapped together in one, because my future with this job is very, very bright. I did get a really good question that I wanted to answer. How did you not get lazy when you had to formula supplement? My milk supply is so low. Okay, this is something that I wanted to talk to you guys about. I'm gonna use this transition shade right here, this really warm, like reddish brown. I'm gonna use that in my crease. And then I think I'm just gonna use this really pretty gold and maybe mix it with the pink a little bit, because I feel like that would really accent this brown. I've been wanting to tell you guys this because I feel like this is something that a lot of people wanna know, and I just keep forgetting to bring it up. When I started supplementing, I had to start supplementing because of my job. When I was working as a server, When I was working as a server, it was really, really, really hard for me to pump a supply because I was always with her. So I had to supplement, and my grandma would give her formula while I was at work, which was so nice because I didn't really have to worry about pumping like while I was at work, and it was nice to know that she was taken care of. After I started working for a while, I started noticing that yes, my milk supply was slowing down tremendously. It kind of freaked me out, but I was just like, whatever, like I have no choice, like I have to work. So I just continued supplementing. I would just feed her as often as I could. And then, oh my, sit, why didn't you guys tell me? There was like a literal line there. I'm embarrassed. But yeah, so my supply was really, really slowing down, but I didn't really have a choice because I was like, what the f else am I supposed to do? I have to go to work, which now I laugh at because I'm like, this whole time I could have been just working from home, from my phone, being at home with her all day. I didn't really know what to do about it. Oh my God, my armpit itches. So I just kept supplementing her because like I said, I didn't really like have a choice. Eventually, this is what really sucks, and this is what I'm dealing with today for a couple weeks now. I can only feed her off of my right boob. I want to show you guys something. I don't know if you can really tell. This boob does not produce milk anymore at all, which is really strange. I didn't even know that that could happen. One day, just realized like, oh, I'm only feeding her off of my right side. Because I used to have the problem so bad that I would start leaking. Like every single time that I would feed her on whatever side, the other side would leak really, really bad. Like I'd have like a lot of letdown. And it used to piss me off, and I feel like I'm almost cursed for this because it used to piss me off because I would literally wet and ruin every single shirt every time I would feed her. Like it would soak a nursing pad, literally. So I feel like I kind of cursed myself because I would always complain about it. And now I only produce milk on one side. That's how breastfeeding is going. I mean, it's great. Of course, I love breastfeeding, and I know I'm gonna have an emotional breakdown when we stop because like the bond is something that you can't even explain. It's almost like a craving. It's really weird. But I'm also really excited to just be done with it. It gets so uncomfortable for me because she's starting to like really bite, and I kind of want to stop it. It's funny too because I thought I was gonna be the type of mom that breastfeeds until like a year old or like 2 years old, and everybody is like looking at, like, it's like the controversial thing, right? I thought I was gonna be that mom. Turns out that I cannot wait for it to be over. But I also don't want to rush it because I know I'm gonna have a breakdown about it, and that just means that she's getting that much older. Okay, Wolfe is not gonna last for very much longer, you guys, so I'm gonna try to wrap this up. I can hear her in the background. Okay, so this girl, O'Reilly Carvinus, I'm so sorry. She said, okay, I literally love you, so take this lightheartedly. But what's one or some of your favorite hood rat degenerate ass memories from back when you were wild and out years ago? I've followed you for so many years. The transformation is unreal, and I think we all just need some tea on how your life used to be so crazy before BBW. Yeah, if you guys are new here, just understand that at one point in my life, ooh, this is pretty. At one point in my life, I was psycho. I was genuinely so self-driven, self-absorbed. My camera's about to die, so I'm gonna turn it off. I'm gonna finish this look and then I'm gonna close out the video. So give me 1 second, I'll be right back. This is a finished look. I really, really love it. I'm loving right now, since it's like the beginning of fall, I'm seriously living for any like warm tone purples, warm tone reds, warm tone browns. I wanted to give a huge thank you to Wet n Wild for sponsoring this video. Again, they sent me some of the coolest products that I'm obsessed with. I can't wait to try and use even more of them. Like these really pretty liquid lipsticks that they sent. Such fall vibes. I'm living for them. I cannot wait to use them. So thank you, Wet n Wild, you're the best. If you guys have any questions about any of the products, they'll all be in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know that this video is long overdue. I know that I probably have a lot more questions to answer. I know I didn't get to everyone's questions, but I just kind of wanted to give you guys a general idea of what's going on in my life, in Gerald's life, and Wolfe's life. So thank you for watching. A video will be coming very soon, I promise. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon.